Hey Megan, thanks for sending me your run video for analysis. The angles that you took from the side view and the back view and the length of them were great. So the first thing I'm looking at is your posture. You look very relaxed. You're tall. You have a slight forward lean, which is a good thing. You want to make sure you maintain that lean on the treadmill. I know treadmill is going to vary a little bit with your gait and your forward lean than running outside, but watching you run on the treadmill allows me to see you run for a longer period of time than running back and forth with a camera, someone holding a camera while you're running outside. So maintain that forward lean. Focus on that first. As you're maintaining the forward lean, think about bringing your heel up to your butt. Bringing your heels up will help with the forward lean, and the forward lean will also help you with the heel lift. Make sure you keep your core tight, your hips tucked underneath your body, and when you're doing that foot strike, you're mindful of landing directly underneath your hips instead of landing in front of your body. Your chest should be out, your shoulders back. If you notice yourself ever running faster on the treadmill, the tendency might be to lean backwards. So just be mindful of that. If you lean backwards, that usually means you're overstriding, you're landing on your heel, and you could stress your hips and knees by heel striking. So right now, you do have a very nice flat foot strike. So that's the next thing I'm looking at is foot strike. I'm looking at whether you land heel, toe, or midfoot. You have a nice midfoot landing. You don't have any ankle roll, which is telling me you're not a supinator. You're not a supinator. You're not landing on the outside of your foot, and you're not landing on the inside of your foot. So your ankles look very stable, something I'm looking at from the back view. And you just have a nice flat foot landing. So hopefully those shoes that you're wearing are neutral shoes. Your ground contact looks good. Again, I'm stopping and pausing the video at various aspects of your foot strike, and a lot of times I can see both legs in the air at the same time, which tells me your ground contact time is very good. A lot of times people who aren't paying attention to that, they tend to always have 2 feet on the ground at the same time, which is longer ground contact time. One thing I did notice from the back view is that when your heels flares out a little bit, that could be nothing, that could just be anatomical. But it could also mean that you have a weak glute medius, and it's not going to hurt to do some strengthening if you're not already. Make sure you're incorporating some hip mobility, core stability, as well as some dynamic warm-up moves every time you start a run. I think that's beneficial. You can also get checked out by a physical therapist to test your functional strength and implement or recommend some movements for you. After I'm looking at foot strike, I'm looking at cadence. Cadence is actually something I start off by looking at. I count how many foot strikes you're taking per minute. Yours is in the 81 foot or 162 foot strikes. I'd like to see that a little bit higher. I'd like to see it more in the 85 to 90 or 170 to 180 2-foot strikes. Of course, running at a faster pace generally is going to increase someone's cadence, but learning to run at the quicker cadence, 85 to 91 foot strikes a minute, is important at all speeds. So just something else to be mindful of as you're starting your run, in the middle of your run, as well as the end of your run. The final thing I'm looking at is your arm swing, mostly from the back view. That looks good. Your arm positioning the angle of your arm 90 degrees looks great. You're pulling back from your elbow. You're not pushing out in front with your hand. So keep that up. Along with this video, I'm going to send you some running videos that I get from online, explains a little bit more about cadence, forward lean posture, as well as give you recommended drills to incorporate, again, mostly in the warm-ups of your runs, but also doing the drills in the middle of your run and at the end of your run to ensure that you're driving your knee forward, you're lifting your heel up to your butt, as well as you're leaning forward and you have a reasonable cadence or rate of foot strikes. As you get stronger by running more, strength training, hill running, your stride should naturally increase without losing that cadence, and that will make you go faster with less effort. Anytime you work on form with running, biking, or swimming, I call it free speed. It'll help make things feel easier, and you will go faster with less effort. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to following your progress, and make it a great day.